Welcome to UBC TV, and this is Education Forum. Amanda Cole Amazima. Today we focus on student politics. The youth are the leaders of tomorrow, and there is no better way of mentoring, grooming the youth other than ushering them into qualitative and progressive student politics. Today, here at Kampala University Original, on the shores of Lake Victoria, we actually look at how student leadership is organized, how students get into leadership. Now, with me here, I'm privileged to be with the Dean of Students, Mr. Augustine Mugalu, on my immediate left, and also next to him, President Alfred Sembajwe, and the chairman, Electoral Commission, Bwana Atiku, and also who will also be taking us through exactly how elections are organized, not rigged, but organized, how they organize free and fair elections here at the university. Then the guild president will also take us through how his term has actually been, and also the dean of students. The dean of students, organizing and monitoring students is not an easy issue. Now, to kickstart our discussion today, we go straight to the Dean of Students, Mr. Mugalu Augustine. Yes, Augustine, tell us, how are the students at Kampala University Original?
Good afternoon, viewers of UBC. My name is Augustine Mugalu. I'm the Dean of Students, Kampala University. I pride in introducing myself as a man from Chiboga. So I greet all the Chiboganians, wherever you are. We are here at Kampala University, and we are preparing for a very important exercise, bringing students into leadership. Another term of a group of students in leadership as the other group is going out. And it's quite a tense exercise. For the first time, we are having two ladies competing against each other. Previously, we've had two ladies for this position of guild presidency. And the good thing is that all of them have succeeded, but they have been competing against the other side of the gender. But now, the good thing right now is that we are having two females competing against each other, and that's how tense it is. And we are as much looking forward to the 30th of April, when we finally get the person to occupy the big seat that will replace the now gentleman on my left, His Excellency Alfred Sembajwe. So we are looking forward to that, and we are really organizing and preparing.
Yes, Mr. Dean, how would you describe the students of Kampala University Original? If you are tasked to give a description of a student at Kampala University, how different are they from other students?
I should describe the students of Kampala University as a group of very calm, very understanding individuals that we have always tried as much as we can as administration to engage them at different fronts as much as we can, to see that everything is ironed out in a dialogue kind of format. Here at Kampala University, we believe so much in dialogue. And given that our Vice Chancellor, Professor Haj Badru Dunkaterega, is a champion of dialogue, he has instilled that in us as administrators, and all leaders do at different levels, to make sure that we communicate to the last student and inform them of exactly what is happening. We try as much as we can to involve them, engage them in all different activities, to rub away that issue, or to put away the issue of the fact that there's some little bit of collusion. So we try as much as we can to put away the collusion bit, all operating at pyro terms, and we talk with them at different fronts, different tables, to make sure that we have an agreed position for both sides. So that's how I describe the students. But then, most importantly, we have brought in, where we have managed to get a different breed of students who have been so calm, so understanding, and very welcoming at all fronts, and we have always worked together.
Well, thank you, Dean of Students, Kampala University Original. And now I go to the Guild President. We've seen presidents who actually never finish their terms. Midway, they get problems. So how has it been like? What is it that you've managed to achieve for the students during your term? What are you going to be remembered for?
First of all, I want to thank UBC for this opportunity they've given to Kampala University. Now, I came into the office in last year in April. Until now, I'm the Guild President of Kampala University. But amongst the achievements that we've gotten, we as the 19th Council, one is uniting all campuses of Kampala University. Remember, we are a university of which we must be having different campuses. It is a universe coming together, university. We have a campus in Masaka, we have one in Mutundwe, we have one in Luwero, we have one in Jinja, and we're also having other network campuses in Kenya and then in Rwanda. So bringing together all those campuses, sitting, reasoning together, finding solutions together, sitting as a team is one achievement that we cannot take for granted. Two, we as students, we've been affected by COVID-19. Also making it through, studying through that hard, challenging time of COVID-19 was also a blessing in disguise. It was an achievement, making a university work out to make us meet through the platform that we are planted and, thought about is also a big achievement. We as Kampala University getting in 2021 and then beyond, because COVID-19 brought us to think beyond what is really happening right now all across all sectors. Let it be sectors in education, let it be in agriculture, all elsewhere. People had to sit down and think of what we can have as alternatives. So Kampala University had to think of something that can unite us together, that can make us learn and teach in an environment that is new. So it is an achievement which I think is cannot be taken for granted in my tenure and in leadership at Kampala University. The rest are minor. Talk about being their spokesperson, being their mouthpiece, being their advocate, lobbying for them, and also working out the clearances for graduations and then missing marks and whatsoever. Yes, we've achieved, and I bless God for that.
But the other issue that you should also bring to the attention of the viewer and also the students is what are the challenges? Students' leadership comes with a number of challenges. And secondly, how have you managed to balance between leadership and classes? Because we've seen in some cases you find that student leaders fail to perform well in schools just because they either fail to balance the board. So how have you been doing it, and what are the challenges that other student leaders that are going to come after you can learn from?
Okay, what I want to tell leaders out there is that balancing education with leadership is a hard thing to understand. But again, I want to tell everyone and caution this, that all characters in leadership must be ready to learn. We must be ready to take on education, because from the day you take up leadership, you start learning day to day. People bring a lot of issues of which you have to learn them, you have to understand them, you have to read their mind, you have to read their problems and challenges, you have to study them. Then again, you have to go to class, because minus studying, you cannot understand the core problems of students, because the core problems of students are in classes. They have challenges with marks, with lecturers, with the environment, with the systems, with the departments. So you cannot understand students minus studying. So because I knew that it is until I go to class that I will get to understand their problems, then I had to go to class. That is one. So you have to balance academics with leadership, because one leads to the other. You have to be in class to understand how to lead your friends, how to lead your colleagues, how to lead everyone. So I think it is something that we must understand. Leadership is not for office at university. Leadership it is a must attend class for you to understand the environment they're in.
Yeah, thank you very much, Alfred, for that presentation. And indeed, we are seeing how your regime has been, as you come to the end, of course, of your leadership. Definitely, there's a lot that the incoming or that the team that is going to take over from you is going to learn from. Now, we go to the Chairman Electoral Commission, and ideally in Africa, elections are as good as the team organizing those elections. Now, we've also witnessed in some universities riots and perhaps demonstrations as a result of poor management or poor organization of the electoral process. Now, let's get to how you are organizing elections here at Kampala University.
Thank you, UBC. Thank you for that question. Sir, as you asked, election leads to riots. As we have told them and we have been saying it earlier, this election is going to be free and fair election. All measures have been taken into ground to avoid such kind of scenario. I think most of the things that lead to riot are poor communication, poor arrangement, and poor management. But in our own case, key measures has been made. For example, since from the registration exercise, of which whereby a student has to show his valid lecture card before he can be registered. When we said valid, we means like he has to pay the tuition, show us his receipt, get the lecture card from the school administrator, come and we register you. Apart from even registering you, we are going to stamp at the back of your lecture card that you are going to present. We give you a number so that on the election day, you will present it and as something as evidence that we are going to use to register you. Aware of such, if you don't have any of that one, you are not eligible to participate in the election. That are the key measures we think we take in order to avoid such kind of forging and riots.
Yes, Chairman Atiku, we see that election is a process, beginning with coming up with a voters register, then registration of the candidates, actually, the nomination and registration of the candidates, then the voting, and eventually the announcement of the results. Now, how is the Electoral Commission here at Kampala University ready? And just take us through the process. Then, secondly, how is it being facilitated? To what extent are you working closely with the administration so that this process is well facilitated so that it moves on without any major hitch?
Thank you for the question, sir. As we, the Electoral Commission, I can guarantee you, even if the election is going to hold tomorrow, we are ready because all the measures has been taken and has been put into place. What I mean, as a student, our key guardian here is the administrator under the leadership of our dean of students. So we work hand in hand with both the administrator, the student, the aspirant, and each and everybody that we think is involved in these matters to make this thing harmonize, credibility, and to show how transparent this election will be. For example, since from the nomination of forms, betting, registration exercise before we go into their campaigns and election lastly. If you look through it, the process we make it a free and fair to the extent we give a due to each and every person can be able to participate. If you will, like you are willing to serve, you can go and get your form, register, then you come on to betting, which of so many of them has come. We bet them, we bring out the list of the people that are eligible to participate in the election. Then we comes to the registration exercise, of which and every student here outside Kampala University can say this is the best and most transparent registration exercise that has ever been done because it was numbered, registered, and stamped, of which we have like 2 to 3 places where we wrote the names of all the people that have registered. Lastly, we give them schedules of how their campaigns can be done in order to avoid the riots. All these conclusions that may lead to student misunderstanding. And we used to advise them. Occasionally, we used to talk to them. We show them like we belong to them, they belong to us. Finally, to the election exercise, we told them this and on the election exercise, everything has been put into measures whereby as a person that is going to come and cast his vote, he must, it's under must, has to present his lecture card stamped and registered with us. That is the only thing that we can be able to show as an evidence that you have registered with us, then you can participate in the election. And it will be well known, and it will be in the history of Kampala University, a transparent election has been done. Of each and every 4 campuses we have, immediately after the election, voting exercise has been taking place. Count of votes will going to be done in front of the student and announced. So it will be as credible as it is. All what we are encouraging them, and we used to encourage them, they should just go and look for the vote from the student. Encourage them to come and register so that in the daytime when it comes, they can be able to serve their will. But whoever did not register, I can assure you, there is no way we can consider that, because we just want to make it to be free and fair.
Well, thank you, Chairman Electoral Commission, Kampala University Original, for giving us faith that actually the elections are going to be free and fair. Now, getting back to the Dean of Students, you are the bridge between the students and the administration. Now, let's look at how best you are mentoring and aiding the students' leadership so that it can actually play a key role in the management of affairs here at Kampala University.
Okay, thank you so much, moderator. Mentoring the students, first and foremost, most of these students actually walk into the gates of the universities with one aim to achieve their education ambitions. But along the way, they realize that, okay, probably there's something else that I need to add, maybe to my CV or to my experience in life, and probably they go political. And you may realize that actually they have come from wherever they have come from without experience, and they want to lead students, which we don't actually put a stop to. However, we encourage them so much to achieve their ambitions in whichever direction they want to take. But what we do as administration, and specifically under the Office of the Dean of Students, is that we try as much as we can to engage them, to mentor them, to show them direction, to show them the pros and the cons of which direction they are taking. And in that way, we try as much as we can to open their eyes and pave way for them in whatever they want to do. So the mentoring actually goes through consistent engagement with these students, and mentoring them on how or where to go from whichever direction they want to take. So basically, that is what direction we take.
Well, thank you, the Dean of Students. Now we go to the President to take us through how much freedom do the students and their leaders enjoy at Kampala University, because you remember we've seen situations where the administration through the Dean of Students actually keeps interfering with student leadership. So how much space is enjoyed by the students' leadership here at Kampala University?
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, freedom is you don't need to be given freedom by the administration here at Kampala University. You have to create your own freedom here at Kampala University, because there is an open door policy where you can engage if you have any grievances about any issue at Kampala University. That is my experience about Kampala University too. Yes, there are some challenges about the interferences here and there. More so in budgeting, because there are some times when you need to run something or a project or anything, but again the finances are minimal according to them, the administration. So this is when the interferences come about, and you're challenged and you are told what to do and not what to do. But I think Kampala University is not a glorified kindergarten or a secondary school where people are stopped from doing this and that. This is a university where people have their freedom to do whatever they want, because it is making us to become role models of life, to become the characters of real life in the rest of the world. So I think here things are best at service.
Well, thank you, the president, who's about to finish his term here at Kampala University. Now, chairman, assure us that we are not going to see malpractices come the election day, because ideally, how are you going to ensure that it's the right people who are actually going to vote? We've seen in some education institutions that when it comes to voting day, some candidates ferry actually people to vote from other neighboring institutions, and in the end, that gives an institution a guild president or a leadership that has not been elected by the students, by other students. So give us assurance that actually come that day, yes, it's only students of Kampala University that will be voting.
Thank you, sir. Sir, firstly, the assurance I can give you is if I cannot be remembered anything in Kampala University, this election is going to be remembered in the history of Kampala University. To the extent, on that election day, each and every participant, contestant, we are going to invite them to present two of their agents that are going to serve as each and every unit, polling unit, where the election is going to hold. And all the names of the registered voters are going to be placed out before the election day. I think the credibility of the election will be well known, and it will be copied even in the other universities. Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
Still tuned to UBC TV, and this is Education Forum, and I must thank you very much, the Dean of Students, Mr. Augustine Mugalu, the President, Alfred Sembajwe, and the Chairman, Electoral Commission, Bwana Atiku, for really giving us assurance that yes, what we are seeing here is nothing but meant to actually empower students so that they can be the leaders of tomorrow. We are going in for a short break, and when we come back, we shall actually return with the candidates themselves to take us through their manifestos and what exactly they intend to do for the students' community.
One 107.3 Kampala, 96.9 Mbale, 95.7 Jinja, 98.6 Soroti. You are all covered.
UBC Butego.
Yikwadwa wini kune. Asoka muliyo. Atekeri na itesa ibija sesi. Mama sana mulibana.
UBC Butego.
We bring you a fresh, well-researched program to help you identify opportunities for investment, job creation, growing your entrepreneurial skills, wealth creation, and social transformation. Create wealth, transform livelihoods. Every week, we showcase opportunities for creating new products and services. Excellence in innovation, the passion and drive to succeed, and the right mindset to grow your business. Create wealth, transform livelihoods. Brought to you by Operation Wealth Creation.
Buri munya Uganda nayitinga makuru marungi. UBC West ina makuru marungi kandi agari kwesigwa. Rero za program zayo ziri omurunya kitara hamwe n'urufumbira. UBC West ine teknolojia ey'omurembe eri kugibasisa kwika omu bicweka byona omwihanga nangu naheru y'ihanga. Tukwatire aha frequencies Kisoro chenda na mushanju katonyeze mushanju fama. Kabari chenda neshatu katonyeze mushanju fama. Hoima chenda na mwenda katonyeze mwe fama. Kampala igana itano katonyeze mushanju fama. Mbarara chenda na mushanju katonyeze ina fama. Footpoto chenda na mnana katonyeze munana fama. Masindi igana itano fama. kurikiriza UBC West ohulire embaganiza. UBC West empika huna.
COVID-19 is still here with us. As Owechtiwa Peter Maiga, the Prime Minister of Uganda, states, let us all take the necessary precautions.
Self-medication is always very dangerous. We should leave medical matters to the medical personnel. It's only a healthy population that can produce wealth. And if you want to work for your well-being, you must care about your health first.
Because of the new COVID-19 circulating variants like Omicron, it is very important for all of us to be fully vaccinated with 2 doses of the same vaccine type. It's only those getting Johnson & Johnson who receive only a single dose to be fully protected.
Even after vaccination, continue to adhere to all SOPs by wearing a mask properly, covering your mouth and nose, washing your hands regularly with soap and clean water or using an alcohol-based sanitizer, maintaining physical distance of at least 2 meters from others and avoiding crowds. Echa COVID-19 chijja kugwa. This message is from the Ministry of Health with support from UNICEF and partners.
Hello everyone, my name is Bulia Desire. I'm a student of Kampala University pursuing a bachelor's degree in mass communication. I'm in my second year, my second semester. I'm a social worker by profession. I'm a young leader on youth radicalization and violent extremism, a girl child activist and a climate activist. But above all, I'm aspiring to be the next guilty president of our mighty alma mater, Kampala University. I've come before you as a student who wants to stand for the students of Kampala University. A lot has been happening, and this time round we need a female touch. What do I mean? All along we have been having male guilds, but this time round I'm giving you a task that you give a woman a chance and you see that things can happen the way they're supposed to do. Because some things happen when women are working on them, they're at least better. So I'm having the slogan of let us feel the female touch of the year 2022, and things are going to be different. What I want to do for the students is very simple. I want a student-centered leadership that holds the university administration accountable for the things happening in the university. Secondly, I want us to build a strong alumni bond between the students and those that were students of Kampala University. Because outside there, you are part of us, and you're already in the world that we are planning to go to. So we need a stronger bond, a strong connection where we can work together and support each other as students of Kampala University. Thirdly, I want us to have a connection as the students of Kampala University and the people outside Kampala University. What do I mean? I'm here to lob opportunities for students of Kampala University. We are students today, but still we are going to move out of Kampala University and start competing with the people outside there. I want us to have conferences and workshops here at Kampala University. We do some of the things that makes us unique and different from other students outside there, because at the end of the day we are going to move out, compete for that one job, but what makes us unique as students of Kampala University? And then thirdly, I want us to have a strong connection, we as the students. Let us have a strong connection between the regular students, weekend students, and the in-service program. We need each other. We really need each other. To my in-service students, we need each other. For us, we're in regular, but at least for you, you know what's outside Kampala University. For you, you're already there in the world that for us, we are preparing ourselves to be. So we need that connectivity. You help us, you guide us, because at the end of the day, we all need you as students of Kampala University. For the students, this is for the students and the administration. We have a problem of the gowns. We have the problem of the gowns. We have the problem of the IDs. But yes, we are the students and we need them. But today, what will happen after you complaining about the gown? At the end of the day, we come back to the administration. If you give us an opportunity, here at Kampala University, we have a School of Industrial Art. If you give us an opportunity, we start making those gowns us ourselves in different schools and different campuses that we have. I think it will help us to get more gowns each year, and we'll helping each other. We'll be for you, will be reducing on the burden, and for us, we'll be getting a service, which is okay, and it will be 50-50. To the young people outside there, I want to tell you that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. We are all at the university. We are trying so much to see that either we can achieve a certificate, a diploma, or a degree. But what I want to encourage you is that get something unique that makes you unique from any other students in any other university. Because right now, if I'm a student of Kampala University pursuing a bachelor's degree in mass communication, I'm sure it's the same to different students like me in other universities. But what makes you unique, you as a student? Because at the end of the day, we are all going to finish studies and go out in the competitive world. But what makes us unique? It's general. Otherwise, I remain Bulia Desire, aspirant guilty president of Kampala University.
Commander Kola Mzima is my name, still here at Kampala University Original at their main campus in Gava, where we are looking at student politics. Yes, elections are around the corner with all ladies race, pitting Balia Desire against Nakanjako Rachel Maria. Now we talk to the students to tell us who is the ideal guild president they would want to serve them as students of Kampala University. What are the qualities they would need from a guild president that is going to represent their aspirations as a university?
Called Were Charles Socheng. I'm a student of public administration, 2-1. Finally, first and foremost, the qualities of a guild president. You should be accountable. The students you should have that democratic rule, respect to students, and also like what is taking place right now between the two guild aspirants, that is Desire and Ratio. We have seen the morale the vibe is moving on. So tomorrow we are having open air campaign, and we expect a lot from them, as long as they showed their interest. We expect a lot from them.
All right, thank you so much. My name is Mugisha Jime. I'm a very proud student of Kampala University, pursuing a bachelor's degree in mass communication and journalism. Well, we have two ladies. Among the two, I expect one to be the guild president by the end of 30th April. But we have a lot of problems that we have been facing as students. First is undergraduate gown. For the last 3 past years I've been here at Kampala University, I've never received an undergraduate gown, of which I've been paying every semester on the additional money which I normally pay at Kampala University, or I call it other fees. Another issue is about IDs, university IDs. We normally get IDs which expire in 1 year. Like right now, I'm having an expired ID, and of which I've not got a chance to get a new ID. We have other services like going out. They have been charging money for students to go out, like 10,000 to go out on Fresher Day, of which we believe the next guild president will be able to rebut that policy from the university administration to enjoy our facilities as Kampala University, the original.
That said, so how do you think the new administration, new guild administration is going to solve that? Or what is it that you think they will do that other guild administrations have not done?
We expect from one of these ladies to work hand in hand with the administration, the dean of students, to get a new manufacturer of the undergraduate gown, someone fresh, having a fresh mind. We have the School of Arts year of industrial art, of which we have capable people that can manufacture for us good ideas. So we expect to get new manufacturers to bring for us undergraduate gown on time, university IDs on time, and to enjoy other services. We expect the guild president also to work hard to fight so that we get new tents. Like as you see, our tents are still good, but we need new tents. So we expect a lot from the new guild president. The outgoing president has worked so hard for the university, but we expect more. Since it is time for lady, it is time for she time, then we expect a lot from the new guild president by solving all our issues that we have been facing at Kampala University, and they have been promising so during their campaigns.
Yeah, I will feel good because all along in Kampala University, we have always been having guys contesting for being the guild president of Kampala University. But this time around, I'm feeling grateful and good so that because our girls have come up and really they are showing us the power and they are ready to put Kampala University at the top.
Aja Benjamin Obinna, a Kampala University student of BBA, School of Business. The kind of the guild president we want is the one who will touch the life of everybody in the campus, the one who is free with all the students, the one who understands what the students want, the one who will make this institution to be the best among all in Uganda and the whole African.
For me, according to me, I'm very happy since I have just joined to see that we ladies, we are also coming up, that even a lady can contest and become a guild president. We hope even next time, even a lady can be a president.
When you educate a boy, you educate an individual, and when you educate a girl, you educate a nation. So goes the saying. And here at Kampala University, we are witnessing an all-ladies race, the first of its kind in the country, where it is actually ladies fighting for the top seat to lead the students' fraternity at Kampala University. And this is enough evidence that really we are on the right track, on the right road towards full realization of women emancipation in Uganda. Amanda Kola Mazima saying bye-bye.